If you've ever wondered whether you can actually lose a lot of weight following something as simple as a 500 calorie deficit a day, well, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how one of my old clients did it and actually ended up losing 40 kilos. Today, I'm going to tell you a bit of a story that's going to take us down memory lane. Back in the day when I used to own a CrossFit gym and I used to run 21-day and 28-day challenges where I first got my start as a nutrition coach. You see, back in 2016, I had two people join my gym. One person was your everyday gym junkie and he joined with a friend. The friend at the time was actually pretty reluctant to join the gym as he was significantly more overweight than his friend who looked pretty fit and in shape. Two of them joined the gym. One of them said, I'm going to join in and do an unlimited membership, which meant that he wanted to be able to come in as much as he could. And his friend, who was a little bit out of shape at the time, I'll admit, said, I'm just going to pay for 3 times a week as I'm not even sure if I'm even going to make that. As weeks went by, the friend who came in every single day started to fade away. And the friend who joined in to only come 3 times a week actually gained a bit of consistency at the start, only rocking up to 1 session a week, then eventually 2, and then eventually 3. About 6 months into his training journey, something happened, which was that we were running a nutrition challenge. And he asked me whether he should join in or not. I gave him all the details about it and he told me to pencil him. Yes, I'm also as impressed as you are that I've kept all of these notes from that long ago. At the time, my ex-client was 120 kilos, close to 180 centimeters, had a very sedentary lifestyle, and was in his mid-30s. Like I mentioned earlier, he was really out of shape, really unfit, and he was a busy dad of 3 children working full-time. At the time, his maintenance calories would have been 2,573, but I put him on a 500 calorie deficit, which brought him all the way down to 2,058 calories per day. Now, here's the crazy thing. I gave him one of the most boring meal plans that you could ever imagine. I'm talking like chicken and broccoli and rice, protein oats, and just meat and veg for dinner. But you know what's crazy? He just followed the meal plan, didn't deviate from it for 18 months. And what ended up happening is that he lost 40 kilos. Now, at the time, I wasn't really big on transformational photos, so I didn't actually ever ask him to take a starting photo to see what he looked like at the beginning. But here's a cool photo that he took with his kids at the start, and then about a year later. Jono followed that daily 500 calorie deficit for over 18 months, which ended up helping him lose over 40 kilos and completely transform his life. Jono went from being somebody that barely went to the gym to being somebody who was training every single day at CrossFit, doing extra training, and could now do things like muscle ups, which he never thought he was going to be able to at the beginning. Now, I'm going to be really truthful with you. I had never had a client experience such great results until I met Jono. And I put Jono aside one day and I went up to him and I said, mate, now let's be honest, like what's happening here? Like, what have you done? He looked at me pretty perplexed and he said, brother, I just followed what you told me to do. He's like, I haven't eaten anything other than what you said. And you know what? That blew my mind at the time. Now I have a lot more experience and I've helped hundreds of people lose weight. So I'm not as surprised now as I was then about the results. Up until that point, the only person I'd ever helped lose 40 kilos was myself. And at the time, because I was young, I know the crazy diet that I followed to lose that weight. So what really stuck out to me about Jono was the power of actually following the advice that your coach can give you. Because if there was a blueprint that you could follow that could actually get you results, that could literally change your life, you'd be silly not to follow it. And this is why sometimes having a coach and a plan that's been proven to work for other people can be so helpful. So if you're sick of going at it alone, I have a 12-week program coming up that's designed to help people just like you lose their first 6 to 12 kilos in 12 weeks or your money back. If you'd like to join the waitlist for that, all you have to do is just click the link below, sign up for the waitlist, and I'll send you all the information you need to know, whether it's right for you or not. And if you're on a weight loss journey and you want to figure out how you could lose weight while still enjoying your food on the weekends, make sure to check out this video.